Baddies is episode 5. We're obviously still in season 1. No, this wasn't an eventful episode. It really wasn't. I have my drink right here, and yes, it is red, so sorry if like my lips be red or something. Let's get into the episode. So like I said, it wasn't that big of a juicy one. There really wasn't too much going on. I hope the next episode is kind of filled with a little bit more, because this one unfortunately wasn't. So if you didn't watch my last recap, go ahead and go watch that. As at the end of the last episode, Natalie basically asked anybody was there like beefs or anything, and kind of Scotty was addressing the tea situation when she was yelling at her on the bus. Again, go to my last episode to hear about that one. And Natalie also invited DJ Sky, which is their DJ, because she told Natalie that she had beef with someone and she wanted to address it. Scotty and T are going at it. DJ Sky runs up on Anime. He runs up on her and does nothing. He runs up to her, tackles, security broke them up, and what I liked about her, even though she didn't do her big one, she was quiet. She wasn't going back and forth, because Anime, she likes to do this. And that's what gets her caught up in a whole lot of situations. With Scotty, she was on the internet doing stuff for Chrisean. She was on the internet calling her slow, like, you do this. You kind of a little bit backed it up with Scotty, but Chrisean, you was all, I don't know what you're talking about. But with DJ Sky later on said the beef had something to do with Chrisean. I really don't know. Hopefully that is addressed a little later on. DJ Sky was being hella chill. Anime was over there screaming, cussing, yelling at security. Even this press when you was quote unquote beating up Scotty. But since this girl ran up on you and did nothing, you're mad. You're like, oh, I want to bring her over here. I'm not going to Philly unless I fight her. For what? Really giving me confused, because where was this energy with Scotty? And you actually quote unquote beat up Scotty. But you just over there laughing, asking for your inhaler. But this girl, you really want to go at her when she really didn't do much to you. Security ended up breaking them up. So Scotty was like, back to T. She was like, so was TT. Which was valid, because T was doing a whole lot of yelling on that bus. And everybody's not taking T seriously. She called Scotty a strawberry. I don't know. And it was like, oh, she's so hilarious. She's so funny. I generally don't see her hilariousness or her funny. And I expressed that in the last episode. I don't think she's funny at all. Like, I generally think she thinks she's funny. Other people think she's funny. Now she's funny. I don't know. I feel like Rory is generally just a hater this season. And she's basically saying that Scotty is just trying to start beef. She's trying to make a storyline. Because I guess she stood on her business by Anime, and that's what people was like, oh, Scotty's just trying to bridge this season. No, she's just not letting y'all run over her this season. Like, period. She's not a fighter, but she'll fight. And like, she was addressing the issue with T, like, and like Scotty said, which is fact, she literally said, if anybody else, if she was yelling at her, anybody else, not Natalie, because Natalie's a little B word, but Rolly or something, because we're gonna get into it a little later, they would have beat her up. Like, come on now. Then I guess Scotty was going, and T kind of like, oh my God, you're gonna hit me. So Scotty was like, you're not even about nothing. So let's wrap it up. And now here go Natalie talking, so, oh, everybody's slow fighting. Like, I just want to go to Philly saying, but you're literally the one that was like, okay, everybody, let's come on. Let's everybody basically, let's fight our shit out and let's get on the bus. Like, come on now. Like, you basically just, you invited DJ Sky to come, quote unquote, beat up Anime. Now, you knew T and Scotty was gonna address their beef, so. But okay, so basically they're split up. The OGs get on the PJ, the private jet, and the newbies get on the bus. And it's like a 3-hour drive. They were saying, they was acting like, they kept saying this forever. I'm thinking 6 plus 3 hours is not that long, baby. I wouldn't really consider that a road trip. Like in the like previews, they was making like the bus caught on fire. Literally, it was just a little smoke. I really couldn't tell you what it was, like. Because I thought Riley was doing like a magic trick, because she was talking about having these cards, and I was thinking, oh, maybe she doing like a little magic trick with her big one, and then they're like, move, like it's smoking, and it wasn't, no bus was not on fire. It was like a 5-minute intermission. Like, everyone was being so dramatic. And after that, after the little fire incident, they switched on to Chrisean. She's on her own bus with her minions. And I'm in my head, I'm just thinking, why are you on the show? And that's what they discussed, is like her being on the show. They're just kind of saying like she's kind of over it and stuff like that. Only reason, she kind of expressed that the only reason she was on the show this season was because of her sister. She thought her and her sister was gonna run the show, which is valid, I guess. I'm not a Chrisean fan, which is valid. But at the same time, like, didn't y'all literally have beef? And then that's how the beef came with Natalie, because you didn't want your sister to get a sick kid. Like, Chrisean is so ass backwards, it's insane. But, and she was basically saying, Chrisean's beef is that she didn't beat up Vicky. Tasiki didn't beat up Vicky in Anime. And if she would have beat them up, they will be fine right now. But since she didn't beat them up, Chrisean always kind of, she had that little and then on the bus, they got into it, and then Tasiki was like, I'll beat your ass. What's Taziki probably gonna read her ass? No, she's fucking pregnant. But so she said it, Chrisean literally keeps holding on. She literally said she was gonna hit me. She said she was gonna hit me when I'm pregnant. And you've been trying to hit everybody while you're pregnant. Nobody can hit you back. Like, that's just putting yourself in danger. You know, I don't know. I'm not even gonna get into Chrisean. Come back over to the newbies on the bus, and they're drinking, they're having a good time, they're talking, and then like T brought up her beef about Scotty. When I tell you nobody's really interacting, and then Anime was bringing up her tea with DJ Scott, and like when I tell you nobody was entertaining them too, because like the beef just seemed so pushed. I don't know, it just wasn't beef. Like he was trying to talk to Sia, like, hey, were you okay? Like, do you need to talk? And Sia basically said her confessional about this is her first time being back on the East Coast since her grandma died, which is 110% understandable. And we kind of see here how she said it was kind of going to be hard for her. So it's like, oh, okay, I kind of want to see what this, like, how's her energy like for the rest of this city. So we get back onto the private jet with Natalie and the OGs, and Natalie's talking to Chrisean minions. And she was basically asking like where she was she in Philly? Basically saying like she was in the hospital having contractions, and then Chrisean was just like, where y'all at though? And like they were just lying, beating around the bush, and eventually they said that she was in LA, and she was having contractions, she's not feeling good. Cool. And basically she's not doing the show anymore, she just need to focus on her baby, which is valid. That she should have made that decision prior to, but I guess I can't understand her wanting to do the show with her sister. I kind of respect that and understand. Okay, so they make it to Philly, everybody picks out the room. I really don't think they showed the house, like other house, a part of the storyline. I don't think we've seen much about this one. Hopefully we will, probably like next episode, because the last one was like not it. It wasn't the worst, but everyone made it seem so terrible. Everyone's picking out their room. Basically we get to see in Confessional, and she was basically saying it is too much for her. She really didn't she kind of underestimated how this would feel, and she was basically paying her respect to all the baddies. She's had fun thus far, and basically peace out type situation with her fun ass. Like, much love, Sia. Yeah, I really loved her. I think that was Zeus 8 having her on the show, a masculine female. And yeah, like she said, she's just a masculine female. That's it. Don't add nothing else to it. Don't put nothing behind it, nothing in front of it. She's just a masculine female, and she's also a baddie. Well, a zaddy in her case. But yeah, so that means we've lost Vicky, we lost Sia, we lost Chrisean, and that leads us into coming into a replacement. So they all sit up on the couch. They were talking about how the private jet was only a 30-minute flight. They were talking about the bus catching on fire, just kind of catching up. They both made it to Philly, the newbies and the OGs, just talking about it. And apparently T's in her room sick. Be so for real, she ain't sick. Like Rolly said, this I can agree with Rolly. I think she don't want to be in the room with Scotty. I think her and Scotty was generally a bob, and T knew she overreacted. T knew she was doing too much. She knew she was in the wrong, and I feel like at the end of the day, people gonna bop with Scotty. And I know she probably felt, you know, you can't be in a room with the problem if you know you are the problem. Let's just put that there. We're just basically talking about how she ain't sick. She just don't want to be around Scotty. And then now let's talk about how basically so many people have left, and basically how it's time for a replacement. So I'm like, what? Because they've been kind of previewing this for a while now. So drum roll please. Scarface is the replacement. I personally don't know who she is. Hopefully I kind of see some more about her. But they say she's a fan favorite. People keep saying that they want her on the show. Nobody really has beef with her. Rolly said it's a girl. Everybody wants to go hug her. So I do know who she is. I did watch a clip of the auditions where apparently on a different show, if I'm not mistaken, her and Chrisean had got beef. They had fought or whatever. I'm pretty sure I watched the fight, if I'm not mistaken. I was thinking if Chrisean and Tasiki would actually still be bopping, I think that's someone Tasiki would fight. That's someone Tasiki would actually press an issue with. Not no baby old Vicky, not no skinny old Anime, and this is somebody she would press an issue with. But her and Chrisean, like, she ain't finna go fight this girl over no Chrisean who really don't even about with her. Everyone welcomes her with open arms. There ain't no beef, there ain't no animosity. Like, it's all cool. And I'm like, okay, that's good, because usually if there's replacement, somebody's running in all ready to fight. And baby, that was the episode. You probably like, girl, where's the tea? Where's the beef? There's not. Like, I guess this is just because they're transition cities. Like, they didn't even go out. They just got there. Then see in the next episode is they're supposed to be going go-karting or whatever, which is cool, getting outside. And T came out the house, I'm guessing. I guess they told her, hey, come out, have a good time. And she's still sick. And Rolly was basically like, she just, like, you can even tell she looked like she's just in a bad mood, like trying to bring the whole room down. And Rolly was like, why come outside and get us all sick? And I guess she looked at Scarface like, what are you looking at, bitch? And then Rolly like, why you look at her like that? And Scarface was like, why you look at me like that? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm just looking at you because you talking. So Scarface went on there and worked her ass. And here go Rolly in the back talking about some beat her up because her ass tripping. Goes back to Scotty and T. Like Scotty said, T was on that bus rebelling at Rolly or somebody else. They would have jumped her and Rolly would have said, yeah, beat her up because she tripping. Well, I guess we'll see what next week's holds. It was not a good episode at all. I was like, how am I going to recap this? Like, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a huge thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Again, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video as much as I enjoy making these. And I'll see you in the next one.